Hi, welcome to my website. If you've landed on this page, I wanted to make this video um, specifically in this section to assist you with renting. Now, uh, as you've seen with your own research, you may have seen different social media posts or just news articles, specifically in Central Ohio or even just Columbus, Ohio. Um, Rent is going up. It is record high prices. There's no rent control. So there's no way to tell when and if prices will slowly start to go back down. Evidence actually shows that prices are going up. Places that you've lived 3, 4, 5 years ago are much higher today. I've seen so many posts and people that have reached out to me with very similar stories stating that their landlord or leasing company increased the rent $300 to $500, sometimes even more, and they need to find a new place to live. Now, with the surge of prices, I will try to help you, but again, you just have to keep in mind that they're hard to find. The places that are increasing rent, they're taking advantage of the situation. Sorry. They're taking advantage of the situation of the current rental market here in Central Ohio. For example, if you look on the screen, Intel announces next US site with landmark investment in Ohio. That's here. That's in Columbus. And I know people personally that had to move because they're investing a lot of money for this company to be here. They're using police power to um, force the people to sell their homes. Like they're paying them for it, but they're making space pretty much for this new destination for Intel. So it's already crowded. You see with the housing market, with prices being very high, the rental market is also following. And let's say something does happen with the housing market where prices will somehow start to decrease or go down much lower than what they are. The only thing that it would do for the rental market is incentivize them to increase those prices because there will be more people looking to rent in this particular city that we live in. So leading into what I can do for you. So this is my website. I am a real estate agent. I took it upon myself to learn how to help renters, and I think I can help you. Now, to give you an idea on what I'm slowly but surely working on is I plan on trying to get every single resource, whether it be Zillow or rent.com, different property managers, everything I can find, I would like to put on this page in one centralized location. Because if you're looking for a place to rent, many of you already know that there's not just one place that has all of the active and available places to rent. It's very frustrating, actually. Some places are on rent.com while others may be on a social media post. And there's some you don't even see because they're directly linked to their property management website. Another frustrating thing to keep in mind is the information on the website is not always up to date. You may see something that is available for rent. You try to learn more. If they reach out to you, it may not be available. At the same time, if you see something not available online and you reach out, you find out that there may be some things available. But what makes things tedious about it is the way that the pandemic affected the rental market. Um, they're not incentivized to have the same level of customer service I've noticed across the board, meaning before, when you would look for a place to rent, they would be very diligent at calling you back. They would really want you to live in their community, and they would cater to you or incentivize perks to you if you were to lease with them. And the way that it's been recently with people I've tried to help, they don't always call you back. If they do call you back, they may have some sort of waiting list. And one thing so far in the past few years, it's guaranteed that prices will go up. They have, and they will continue to go up. Some places, again, there may be some sort of structure where it may not go up very much, or you may be in a fixed program where there may be incentives to you to rent with them, and they may promise you security. But year by year, to give you the harsh truth, that's not always the case. There are so many people that I've worked with, I've experienced myself, where you'd be in a living situation, you think that your living situation is stable and you can afford the rent. And they sell it to another property manager, and the rules change, the rate changes, or they may just kick you out because they want to do something to the property and improve it and lease it for much higher. So I'm not saying all this to scare you, but that's what I've noticed when I've tried to help people find places to rent. So what we could do, if you were interested, utilizing your own resources, as well as whatever I list on this page for places to rent, you will continue to search for a place to live. Use, Google, different property management websites. Again, I'm going to try to include everything that I find on this website over time. Hopefully organize it a little better so that maybe you can see the properties based on the side of town they're located on. But one day I plan to try to get everything in this place. But yeah, so you'll continue to search for properties on your own. What I could do as a real estate agent, there are some listings that are hosted or sponsored by other agents. And what I could do based on your criteria is you would set up a search based on what you need. How many bedrooms, bathrooms, square foot, et cetera, pets, things of that nature. The matching results would be emailed to you. And what you could do is you could view the information. You'll see some pictures if there's pictures available. And if you want to look at the property or apply, we could take the next steps to do that. So that's what I could do for you, is you could utilize my website as a resources. I try to include different things as I learn, because again, everything I learned is self-taught. To be honest, most real estate professionals don't like helping people with renting. Most of them don't. They focused on just buyers and sellers. But I try, when I started this journey, to try to learn as much as I can, because I understand how hard it is to get pre-approved for a mortgage, or you may not want to get a mortgage right away. So I'm going to try my best to provide information along the way of your living path to help you. This page has like different resource links here if you need some sort of assistance or guidance, depending on the situation you're in. So check it out. If you go to my website, which is www.derekrealestateohio.com, you would go over to the rental tab and click on rental MLS property search. And here I give you a description, pretty much what I talked about. And you would fill in this form with your name, contact information, and then I ask you details about your living requirements. And from then, I would take that form, enter the data into the MLS, and you would get listings that match what you enter here. Again, I think I put it on this page here. You have to act very fast. As with every housing or living situation in our market, because it is very, very aggressive, multiple applicants. So just when you see it, as soon as you can possibly decide if you want to learn more, just let me know based on the emails, of course. Again, I reiterate, still do your own research because you may find something more suitable. I would be more of a supplement to your search, and hopefully things come up here. So that's it for renting. Other than something else I want to briefly mention to you, there is a rent to own program called Landis, and pretty much the details, the bare minimum details is you would need at least a 550 credit score, or if there's anyone else on that application, like if you have a spouse or significant other and you want to use the combined income to report for your application, both individuals would need this criteria here: 550 credit score, at least 30K in income. It says 3K in savings, but depending on the price of the property, it could be a little more than 3K. And to go into more details about Landis, which I'll make another video after this, their goal is to get you to become a homeowner they would buy the house that you want, as you see the steps here, in cash. You would rent this property for a year or two. And while you're renting from them, you would pay them an amount that would be the monthly rental payments, as well as a amount that is going towards your down payment for when you finally purchase the home. The goal is to purchase the home at the end of that time period, whether it's 12 months or 24 months. They're helping you save money for a down payment while you're living here. So when that time period is up, you have 6% saved up and you already have your money for the down payment of a home. So they buy the home, you pick the home, you rent from them. While you're renting, you have a monthly payment that includes the rent and a small portion divided by 12 months or 24 months or whatever your arrangement is, to save 6% of the purchase price, because when you get a home, you have to have funds for a down payment, and usually it's, you can put down as more, but the bare minimum usually, if you don't have a VA loan or another loan product where you don't have to put anything down, they want you to have at least 3.5%, and they're helping you save 6%. And that's why I say, depending on the price of the home and your income, you may need a little more than 3,000 in savings, because the amount of the house to save 6%, like they would have you put a set amount down and then divide the remainder payments over 12 months or 24 months to make sure you have the funds you need. After that time period is over, you could get any mortgage product you want from any lender. If you want to get a conventional loan or an FHA loan, you can choose whichever lender that you want to use, and they would just direct transfer the home to you after that. Again, I'll make another video to go into more detail so you can see more of the underwriting requirements for this Landis program, but it is also another great way if you're tired of renting, if you're almost ready but not quite ready to purchase a home. this is a great way to do it. But I will wrap this video up. If you know anyone that could benefit from my services of assisting, whether it be renting a apartment, a house, any other property, residential, if you know anyone that may be interested in Landis or any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can message me or leave a comment below. Thank you for your time.